So in a recent video, Chris Ramsay solved a puzzle, the CPU puzzle, where there were 4 pins going in one way and 4 pins going in the other way, and they had different notches in them, and then you had to put them in the right order and the right positions so that everything would line up. And I thought that was really cool, and I didn't want to get the puzzle, but I still wanted to solve it. So I went and made one out of Legos, and it ended up looking like a little castle, so I just kind of went with that and made it look even more like a castle, or maybe a prison. I don't know, take your pick. But this is the castle puzzle that I made based on the CPU puzzle that Chris Ramsay solved. So let me just show you real quick how I can solve this. It's pretty simple, but the puzzle looks pretty cool, and it was a little bit of a challenge to try to build it, but then the solving part of it is actually not too bad. Alright, so one of these pins moves. I just gotta figure out which one. There it is. Alright, so this one will come out, and then it kind of just alternates. So now we've got one on that side, and there we go. There's another one. And I haven't memorized this or anything, I just figure it out each time. Let's see, there we go, and there's the last one. So what I did to be able to build this is I went back and paused Chris's video and then figured out the positions of the notches in each pin and then made Lego pins based on that. And mine are square pins instead of the round pins like he had, but it works exactly the same way. You have one pin and then the other one slides through that notch, so just something like that. Alright, let me see if I can put this back together, and that'll be it. So, like Chris did, we started with this one that has the 4 notches. So I'll just put that one in. That is the only clue that I had going in to solve it. I did remember that he had the 3-pin, or the 3-notched pin next, but I didn't remember exactly where. So that one would go in like this. And then I think it's this one. We've got to put in the no notch in so that it lines up with this other pin here. So let's get that in. All right. And then let's see. I think it's this one. So this one has no notch on either end, and that will line up with the 2 notches there. So let me just slide that through here. I think that was the right position. We'll see. I could be wrong. Actually, I think that might be wrong. Let's try this again. So maybe this one was next. Let's see here. No, I think it's got to be this one. We'll see. I could be totally wrong in this. Alright, so this one lines up so far. I know this one has got to be the next one, because we're working our way down in the number of notches. Alright, so that one is not going to be the right pin. Maybe I put this one in the wrong spot, actually. Let's try this one in a different spot. So if that one goes here instead, I could do this one next. Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Okay, so this one could go in, and that leaves a space where this one could go. So this one might go here. Alright, so if you can see, here's where we're at so far. And then let's try this pin, I guess. Alright, I don't know if that's correct. Let's take this one back out. I think I may have put this one. Is this one or this one? Ah, this one. Let's try this one here instead. Alright, and then I think this one could go here. Maybe. Alright, so now this one won't line up, so I think this pin here is in the wrong spot, so let's just backtrack there. I'm going to try this one in this position instead. I think I may have gotten lucky the first time I solved this. Let's see here, is that right? Nope, I think this one goes here instead. They don't slide in quite as easy as the metal pins, but it does still work. Alright, there we go. All right, and our last pin. Whoops, that's sliding back out. No, I think I did that wrong. Let's see here. There's no notch here. So something got messed up. Let's see if I can find it. So I think that one's okay. Ah, this one's wrong. I wonder if there's more than one way to solve this. It'd be interesting to experiment with. Alright, so that is still wrong. Alright, let's back it up and start over. Sometimes you gotta just do that. Alright, so I think this part was right. So we've got the 4-notch pin and the 3-notch pin. And then I know it's the 3-notch pin after that. So that one may go here. I'm gonna try it here. And then, let's see here. Maybe this one next. Let's try that one here. If I stick that, no, not there. Okay, so this one has 2 notches there, which have to, you don't want a notch lining up with a notch. So if this one goes in next, then let's try this one over here instead. All right, so that goes there maybe, and then let's try this one. Right, like that. Okay, that looks a little better. So now this one could go through the middle. Yeah, okay. And then, let's see, maybe this one. Okay, I have a good feeling about this. There it is, 4 notches. Now we can put the last pin in, and that should work. There we go, and it is solved. So Chris Ramsay's CPU puzzle, I don't know where he got it from. I would have to go back and rewatch the video, and I made it into a castle version Lego puzzle of that. So there you go, problem solved, puzzle solved, and if you want to go check out Chris Ramsay's video, I'll go ahead and link that one in the description.